right. Well, today is the first day in since I've moved to Florida that I had a freaking migraine so bad that I had to lay down. And I laid down for about 3.5 hours, which is, I'd have to say, a personal record. I know this is going to be, this is going to be awesome for you people watching and listening to this. It's been so long since I just don't lay around like that anymore. You know what I mean? Like I probably should during the week when I'm at work, because I'm go, and I know that I don't rest enough. You know what I mean? I know that I get up at 4:30 and I don't sit down till like 8:30, 9 o'clock, So today was just a day where I went, washed my truck, vacuumed it, and my head was just ringing. It was ringing like church bells on St. Patrick's Day. No good. And I used to get migraines when my neck was broken, but if I sleep with my cage in my neck and the metal and shit, if I sleep on my neck, on my side or on my stomach, as good as it feels. And I caught myself like 15 times last night, rolling over going, and I even said to myself, no dude, that's not gonna be good. I said to myself, I just remember saying, bro, this is not gonna be good for you. And I woke up so crunchy and stiff, I could feel it. It was just bad news. But I took like 2 or 3 hot showers. I put a dab of icy hot on. I used to take migraine medication a long time ago called Sumatrex or something. I got some Amazon med. Sumatrex or something. And I had some from 2016 still in my suitcase. I have 6 of them, and I took a half of one and I felt better. I felt better within 45 minutes. So yeah, that was awesome. But I usually have a cup of coffee and an aspirin, and that seems to help. They used to prescribe me a barbiturate. God, that's just such a weird drug class you don't hear of anymore. Barbiturate. It sounds like the Marilyn Monroe era. She was on barbiturates. It was called Bupap or Butyl-Bapap or something. It was caffeine, the barbiturate, and something else. And it worked, you know what I mean? But it also works to abuse it, like everything else in my life, So anyways, that's the longest I've been in bed, and I was just thinking back to my old life. It's one reason why I don't miss having a television, man. I don't miss sitting and fucking in the house all day doing nothing, doing nothing. Nothing is making you, better here. I mean, you're just, fuck, man. I just think about, these years, 10 years, man, of just fucking, just doing nothing. And that's why I'm so keen to talk about my testimony. I really, talking about Jesus, I know it's corny. It's corny, Listening to a guy talk about Marvin Hagler and, putting it in context, he was he gives people hope, man. From where he's from, he just gives people hope. And I'm going, there's nothing wrong with people being, oh, that squirrel's got a little red tail. Oh, you guys need to knock it off. Look at you little spunkin. He gives people hope, to come from. And I just wanted to say, God, how crazy is it? Look at this wildlife collection here. Bird, duck, squirrel. For the trifecta. How crazy is that when you think about it? It's nicer and more poetic to talk about Marvin Hagler. Do you know what I mean? Really. You know, your friends aren't going to talk shit about you behind your back. People aren't going to, not that I care, people that you went to high school with, your family, they're not going to be like, yeah, he's, you know, I don't know, he's been weird ever since he got religious. You know how they whisper, whatever, dude. You know what I mean? It's fine with me. So, I don't know, I just think it's crazy to think that somebody with nothing in it, you know, nothing in it for them other than torture and pain. And it's just so desensitized to how we're so desensitized to words like rape and everything else, you know, but to getting, you know, and I've said it before, the whole reason why they did this to him was to get him to not do it. They thought they were going to make him tap, and they didn't. And that, to me, is, you know, that's a heroic story. That's a truly heroic story, and one that I can go, man, I just don't know what I was thinking. Like, you know, I've just heard it so many times. It's like believing that the earth is a spinning ball and we went to the moon. You just start to believe it because, or you just start to get desensitized to it. You've just heard it so many times, it's in your brain, but it's like, no, there's a reason why there's no counterfeit Allah and no counterfeit like Buddha. There's no one talking shit about you for being a Buddhist. You know what I mean? Like, there's nobody talking shit about you for giving your life to the Krishna whatever monk thing. You know what I mean? And I'm not criticizing that. You can do whatever you want, but just, you know, just saying there's a reason why there's no anti-Shiva, there's no anti-Buddha, but there's an anti-Christ. There's a reason why, you know, because they don't want you to find out that what we've been saying the entire time, if you unlock that door and call on his name, that you'll go, oh wow, there is something to this.